Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up this week, Lagos to expand comprehensive school program, state government meets Agege residents over plans to upgrade a mall at Dalemo Road, and a look at the investment into the health sector. Let's get started with the education sector. The Lagos state government has revealed plans to increase the number of comprehensive schools to 50 by September this year. Now, according to the State Commissioner for Education, Folashade Adefisayo, the comprehensive school program is an initiative that will help equip students, help them become self-reliant and learn vocational skills while in school. Take a look.
2 months ago, the Lagos state government launched a comprehensive school program in 12 senior secondary schools with a robust curriculum designed to train students' vocational skills while in school.
You are going to be tested not on written exam, but you are going to be tested on your competency.
The program is a two-pronged approach of general academic and vocational education that runs through a period of 3 years, covering 5 subjects including agriculture, tech and digital skills, beauty and events, building and construction, media and entertainment. As the program progresses, the Ministry of Education is sensitizing principals on how to improve the comprehensive school program and expand the initiative to 50 schools by September. The State Commissioner for Education, who was present at the stakeholders meeting at Adeyemi Bero Hall, Alausa, explains the importance of the initiative.
We knew that we had to give our students an opportunity. Those who are not interested in academics, or there are some students who are interested in both. I hope you know that as well. Because in 1 or 2 schools that I've been to, some of their top students have actually said they want to go for the comprehensive school program. So when I was discussing with them in Finland, I said, what kind of problem is this now? We thought this was for students who are not that way inclined. They said, do you know why? That's why they are clever. They are very clever. They know this is the future. They know that if they have a technical qualification, they can still go to university. And don't forget that in university, now they are closed, Abi. My student from Oshogbo, she has been one of our students, our top students, we got her into Unilag. They are on strike now. She's learning, told me, I don't even know that thing, but she's learning a trade so that she'll be doing that to make money. So there's nothing wrong, even in a very clever student saying, I want to learn a vocational skill. And there's nothing wrong in us teaching them. So we have to rethink it and have a fit-for-purpose system. So what we have done is that within our regular schools, we have said we are going to have both the regular academic and technical. We call it VTech, right? VTech. So the VTech classes will reside in our existing schools. The governor has challenged us to get to 50 by September. And I always tell the story of my daughter, so you know that I'm somebody who practices it in my house. My daughter graduated after, she never asked for money from home because she had a skill. She can do hair. She never, if she's broke, she will do 2 or 3 people's hair. She never said, give me pocket money. I said, why? One day I called her, don't you need? She said, no, that her classmates, she studied outside the country. She said her classmates abused her for taking money from her parents. That her classmates said, your parents are paying your fees? Why? And she said, are they not supposed to pay my fees? The classmate said, no, you are old enough to take care of yourself. You have left your parents' house. You are not supposed to ask them for money. So she said from that day on, that she will ensure that she doesn't ask us for any money. There are too many children who are dropping out. I hope you understand that. Too many of your students are dropping out. I don't know as a principal how you can be happy in life. And I will tell you another anecdote. When I was in Oshogbo, I was a school administrator of the government secondary school. So myself and the principal went to market to buy yam. And this boy gave us extra yam. So I said, why? When we got, because Oshogbo is a place where there's so much poverty, people are buying yams like this. But this boy gave us a whole yam. So he even took it into the car. Then when we were going back, I saw the principal crying. I said, why? She said, that was my best chemistry student some years ago. That now he's in the market selling yam. There's nothing wrong with selling yam, if that is what you want to do.
Some of the principals share their concern about the program.
For all schools to be involved, maybe by the time they get to GS3, then those ones that are interested should be given an opportunity to have admission in these schools. They should be given an opportunity, even extended to our private schools. Because of this period of challenge period in Nigeria, this program will actually help us from taking our children out of the streets, and it will go a very long way.
I just want to suggest that we should add product development to the curriculum. In the world now, people who can develop products and have patents, we improve the economy. So I think these children should also be taught on how to develop products for the country.
We have basic technologies in all schools. This comprehensive school cannot go wrong. Why not we encourage those basic technology teachers that have passion for practical oriented, so that they can engage these students to do more.
The commissioner responds to their comments.
Product development to be taught by teacher. I think that's an excellent question. I thank you very much for that. I think it's a subject that can be included in the bottom skills, where it takes you through a process where whatever product you are working on, how do you develop patents and so on. So I think it's something that we need to include. This provision for physically challenged persons. This was something we discussed yesterday at the meeting we held. We held a meeting of the organizing committee, and they wanted inclusive schools to be involved. At least one of our inclusive schools must be in this list. At least one, yes, must be in this list. We have, which other departments do we have here? We have quality assurance, who have assured us that they are going to quality assure this program and be part of it. I think they buy into it and they are excited about it as well. School support, who are also going to support the school so that they get better. Like if QA goes to the school or school support, they will tell us, look, you should have done this, you should have done this. We have a listening ear and we will hear.
And how is the school selection process carried out?
The selection basically focused on availability of infrastructure in terms of classrooms, and we just try to now elevate the classroom to such a state as to be able to be conducive for proper learning, particularly as this one is concerned, the VTech section. So we looked at such schools who are ready, and we just did the necessary repairs or replacement of furniture, and then where we now installed smart TV and all other gadgets. So it is still in the pilot phase. So we selected 2 per district. We have 6 districts, and we ensured that the 2 were not contiguous. They were scattered, such that many schools in different areas will benefit from this pilot project. The pilot phase will be increased to 50 by September this year, and ultimately all our senior schools in Lagos State will transform to comprehensive school, because they all share the same experience of dropouts one way or the other, and so we don't want any of our students to be left out of school. So when they now go out to want to learn carpentry, learn fashion designing, we now want to be in a structured manner such that it will transform their lives.
The state government says the program would help reduce out-of-school children in Lagos.
We wanted to address a lot of problems with this, one of which was attrition rates and clearly out-of-school children. Children dropping out mainly because they did not see the value in staying in school. What they want to do is different from what we are teaching them. So this will ensure that we teach to everybody's strengths and we make more students stay in school. So I think that is clear about it all, because they are now interested in what they are learning. This is what they want to do, and we are giving them a really good quality training at it. You are the inaugural class, and you have already started on this very exciting journey. So I'm hoping that they will pay attention, do well, make us proud, so that we continue tracking them and seeing them get to wherever they can get to in life.
Over 500 students are already participating in the pilot phase of the comprehensive school program, and the state government promised the initiative will spread across all public secondary schools in Lagos.
From education to road network, Agege, one of the most populated communities in Lagos, is now receiving attention. Currently, the Lagos state government is preparing for the upgrade of Amao and Adelema roads in Orile Agege. The ministries in charge of the rehabilitation work met with stakeholders in the area to inform them of the infrastructure project that's coming to Agege.
March last year, the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo delivered the Agege Pensinema flyover to ease vehicular movement in the area. A year later, infrastructure in Agege is still receiving attention. This time, the state government is set to rehabilitate Amao and Adalemo streets. This is why the Ministry of Fiscal Planning and Urban Development, Office of Works and Infrastructure, is meeting with some residents of Agege at Adeyemi Bero, Alausa, to prepare for the construction exercise. The special advisor to the Governor on Urban Development assures property owners that will be affected by the project of government's compensation, but seek their support.
In line with the team agenda of Lagos State Government, we are making notable progress in the infrastructural renewal of the state, as indicated by the rehabilitation and upgrading of Amao-Adalemo Street and many other similar projects going on everywhere across Lagos State. This feat is in no doubt a progressive leap towards making life more meaningful and abundant for the people of Lagos State as a whole. In line with our bottom-up approach to development in the state, we have made it mandatory that every infrastructure development project take off with the involvement of the people. That is why we are having this mandatory stakeholder engagement today, purposely to acquaint you with government intention concerning the project and seek your understanding and input. The conversation today will center around the modalities to be adopted for the smooth execution of the project, including the delivery of the right-of-way and actual construction of Amao Adalemo Street, Orile Agege Local Council Development Area of the state. It will interest you to know that our compassionate governor, that's Mr. Sanwo, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo, has directed that consideration of compensation, let me emphasize, consideration of compensation be made to all affected properties owners within the right-of-way of public projects in the state. You can be rest assured that Amao Adalemo Street in Orile Agege Local Development Area will definitely not be an exception. Therefore, you can also expect officers from land bureaus to carry out valuation exercise for compensation purposes. They will be carrying out the exercise after the service of statutory notices and marking of the affected properties by members of staff of the Office of Planning and Urban Development.
The construction of Amao and Adalemo Road project is expected to last for a year. The permanent secretary from the Office of Works and Infrastructure explains the scope of work.
The total length of Amao Adalemo is about 1.385 kilometers. The road will have 8 meters carriageway to have a drainage channel that will allow free flow of water and will have cover slabs. There will be right-of-way and relocation of services so that we can have a standard road. Provision of service ducts, cross stone bays, paving stones, fiber optic duct will also be incorporated in the road construction. The road will be asphalt pavement. There will be street lights that will have its own dedicated generator. We seek your support as we plan to embark on this project. There will be some form of discomfort when the project is ongoing. Traffic diversion will be necessary at some point, But I can assure you that once the project is completed, Orile Agege will be highly rated in Lagos.
A member of the State House of Assembly representing Agege community, Honorable Oluyinka Ogundemo, is also in attendance. He appeals to the government to extend the rehabilitation beyond Amowo and Adalemo.
There is need for cooperation within us, that is the community. Wọ́n fẹ́ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ wa láti jẹ́ kárí kíní yìí ṣe. This type of project, everybody wants it in their community. For us to have been able to get this to our area, it requires our cooperation.
Amo is the longest road at Orile Agege, and we cannot leave it the way it is. When you move to Ilekpako to Ojegunle, there's no road there. And that is the reason for this meeting. Our children pass through Amo, Adalemo to link Ahmed before getting to school. So they need a pedestrian bridge there. When you embark on the rehabilitation of Amo and Adalemo, please kindly help us extend the road construction to Fagbola. Because if you take away traffic from the major road, people trying to avoid Oriagungbade Street heading towards Orile Road can only use Fagbola Road. Looking at the drainage channel between Amo and Adalemo, they were constructed since 1979, which means that other inner roads must be put into consideration so that the project can be a fruitful one.
The chairman of Orile Agege Local Council Development Area applauds the state government for bringing development to their community and gives assurance of their support.
To our people from Orile Agege, I want to just appeal to us. We need to cooperate with the contractor. We need to cooperate with him so that he will be able to deliver, to give us a good job. We need to take ownership of that route. There are so many roads that are constructed at the local level. If you can't, some of you are all witness to what I'm talking about. Covered drains. Most of our people, you find them dumping refuge. After the completion of these projects, they have to take ownership. They have to cooperate with these people. Don't allow them to come and cut away their materials. No.
The State Planning and Environmental Monitoring Authority is also ready to work with other stakeholders to ensure the project becomes a reality.
Our people are going to be experiencing another dividends of democracy. And then in experiencing these dividends of democracy, they also have their own role. They also have their own part to play in this. Number one, cooperation with the people that are going to do the work. Number two, making sure that after the delivery of this project, of course, the maintenance of the project. And the most important one, which I also want to speak to, is the area where La Spema is actually have mandate to work on, and that is these are our setbacks. You see, by the time we finish most of these roads, you find that spaces will come, and then the next thing is you see our people beginning to put different types of things on the setbacks, even for their own economic activities. What we are saying here is this: most of these places that you put things to do your businesses and all of that, some of these areas are not just good, and it's not a place you can do anything, because some of them affects both pedestrian and vehicular movements. So, and as such places will not be allowed.
As the Lagos State government shows its readiness to commence the rehabilitation of Amowo and Adalemo streets, the expectation of residents is high that the project will be delivered within the specified period of 12 months.
Finally on the program, we bring you this clip showing what the Lagos State government has put in place in changing the health sector and the medical transformation blueprint for residents.
Official commissioning of Lagos State blood transfusion, Agada, and Mr. Governor.
The levels of leadership we've had in the last 20 years, there have been people that understand and appreciate that you are in this position to serve and to see how you make tomorrow better than what you've met it today.
This laudable project is another effort of the Sanwo administration to support businesses, promote economic development, and ultimately improve the standard of living of Lagosians.
We have about 330 primary health cares, and we're still developing them. We're making sure that almost 2-3 in every ward that we have one. 3-4 kilometers away, you can turn a bend and get a primary health facility. We have 27 secondary health facilities. We're going to wrap it up to 30. What WHO, UNICEF has recommended in a year's budget, allocate between 10 to 12% of your total year's budget on health. And we're trying to meet that. Is really to be able to have a master plan, not just to build it, we need to be able to also be able to have the requisite skills of professionals working there and be able to continuously train them.
We just need to redo this.
Exactly.
We've embarked on Mr. Governor's blueprint for medical infrastructure transformation, capital projects. When we break that down, we're looking at the environment in which the doctors work, particularly in the infrastructure, the equipment that they work with, the design of the buildings, doctors' quarters, places to rest and relax, comfortable offices, clean water, electricity, nurture and nature of the environment. Greenfield project is a brand new project, so we're going to build on a greenfield. We're aiming at about 50% lower energy utility in all our new hospitals, which is in keeping with the global trend of design, low carbon, and climate change. Everybody that's going to use that facility is brought into the design concept. If it's Massey Street, for example, we spent months engaging with the pediatricians. What do you want? How do you see your new hospital? We have a special project called Art for Life, which as the building is being designed, the artists are coming in to look at the aesthetics of the building. Not a place where you come to and you leave the place with a bad memory in your mind. All our facilities now will have a particular look. So when you see a general hospital moving forward, they look the same, they have the same color structure. When you see a primary healthcare facility, you'll know by its design and by its color. All these facilities will be linked up in what we call the SHIP. The SHIP is the Smart Health Information Platform, which will connect each of these hospitals through digital connectivity. We can use a digital platform to consult with Nigerian doctors abroad or any other specialist to help solve rather complicated cases.
Thank you very much.
The governor is a surveyor by profession, and this blueprint is his idea. Capital projects take time, but we're hoping to finish quite a few in this dispensation. Those that we can't finish would have reached a stage where the next government will have no problem following through and carrying on with the projects.
That's the program for this week, and thank you for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Till next time, please stay safe.